Hi, this is Matt Yetter with Sherlock Home Inspections. Phone number is 971-212-7481. Website address is yourinspectionneeds.com. Today's date is Wednesday, May 17th, 2023. The address we're inspecting today is 6109 Southeast 46th Avenue, Portland, Oregon, 97206. We are about to perform a video inspection of the property's main sewer line through the basement cleanout. The equipment being used today is the Rigid Sea Snake. This is one of the best sewer cameras on the market today. Before we begin this video inspection, it should be noted that some age sewer pipes made of clay, concrete, cast iron, asbestos, and Orangeburg may be in good working order and may never have had a clogged or sewer backup before. However, due to real estate transactions, attorneys, and lawsuits, Sherlock Home Inspection must recommend the following to meet the current codes. All sewer pipes should be watertight, made of cast iron ABS, 3034 or HDPE pipe with all appropriate fittings and couplers. All sewer pipes should be free from breaks, offsets, separations, tree roots, bellies, and party sewers. Sherlock Home Inspections recommends replacing any sewer pipe that does not meet these specifications. Here we go. So we are in 4-inch cast iron pipe. The cleanout is plastic piping, but looks like the sewer pipe, once it hits the slab in the basement, is cast iron. So right from the get-go, right off the bat, because of the older cast iron piping, it would be highly recommended to have a sewer scope performed periodically, every 2 to 3 years, keeping an eye on things. A little bit an area of marginal pitch here too, under the slab. So again, right from the get-go, I'm going to turn off the water just to be able to see this area right now. Right from the get-go, because of the older metal piping in the moist northwest soil, the pipe really should be monitored, kept an eye on, and then maybe even like considered a deferred cost type item where, you know, we'll keep our fingers crossed it just keeps on going and going, but most likely this could need some attention in the future. So there's a little bit of a belly under the concrete slab. You can see there's a little bit of an offset there, which the camera hits there, and then we pop over the top of it, and then we get back to the downhill pitch. The pipe doesn't show any signs that it's having issues or causing issues from it, but there is a little bit of marginal pitch through this area. So this is just right in the basement. This is with no water on, so currently the water has all been turned off and this is drained out. So it's a drain pipe when you turn off the water. Typically you want everything to just keep on moving through. So there's going to be an area of standing water. It's very minor, but there is a little bit of a belly right here in the basement, right by the slab, or right by where the sewer pipe enters the slab, I should say. So let's say, we'll call it 2 feet we go underwater. And then we pop out of it at about almost 5 feet. So it's about 3 feet of standing water right here at the clean out where the sewer pipe enters the basement floor. So I'd recommend passing the video and the report on to a drain repair specialist to make suggestions there, whether it's still just to keep an eye on things or if some repairs should be made. In the overall scheme of things, it's pretty minor, and again, nothing looks like it's having any signs of blockage back. If there's no thick sludgy buildup, there's nothing that looks like it's catching toilet paper and starting to build up, but just some marginal pitch or even a little bit of a belly or sag in the line there. So again, we go underwater at about 2 feet. We're completely submerged. It is a large 4-inch cast iron pipe, and then we pop out of it. Now I'm going to get the water going again. Looks like we got some good news. So looks like on the exterior of the house, a portion of the sewer pipe has been improved or updated, and there may even be clean out there. So this is good news. It looks like through the front yard there's going to be at least some replaced sewer piping. So that was a transition from cast iron piping into ABS on the exterior of the house. So it looks like really good news. The only older sewer piping in the house is going to be under the basement floor, under the basement slab. It's harder to get to, obviously, but it looks like, you know, a pretty good repair all through the front yard has been made. As we get to the sidewalk, we're going to start diving straight down into the ground. We're going to transition again here. So there's a strip of something that's hanging off the pipe. There's a strip of tape or label hanging off the pipe. And we're going to go back. So we had a section of older piping here. And then we're going to go back to plastic. So I'm not really sure why we went plastic. Older material, so this must have been a hard to get to area, maybe under the sidewalk. They didn't want to dig up the sidewalk. Anyway, there's an older section of piping there. Looks like there's a label. A lot of times there'll be roots that made their way through, and there'll be roots that are wrapped around this, but it looks more like hair. This looks like hair has kind of wrapped around this. I don't really see any tree or bush roots. So yeah, there's definitely like a label or a piece of tape hanging off the top of the pipe there. It looks like it could be a pipe liner. So it probably was like a terracotta clay tile, and then we go to back to plastic piping. So here's 30-34 piping, and then we drop into the lateral. We'll call it 75 feet to the lateral. So we're going to turn off the water, drain everything out. Look at the pipe one more time in reverse. Okay, we have drained everything out, so now we're going to do the pull back here. And the water, so once the water turns off, everything is draining out of the pipe pretty nicely. I'm going to turn the microphone off. So here we are back at the water belly. It's very small, very minor. And all the water has been drained out, so we wanted to measure it again. It was about 3 or 4 feet with water running, so now we go underwater at a little over 2 feet.
Okay.
Camera's submerged. A little bit of a lip in the pipe, which is why it's happening. And then we come out of it at about a little over 4 feet. So we lost a foot in the water belly, so some of it did go ahead and drain out, and it looks like over time it will drain out.
Yeah.
But it looks like for the most part we're going to have some standing water here. So
Okay.
I'd recommend passing the video and the report on to a drain repair specialist just to get an opinion. Do we need to do something about this now, or are we going to just wait till we have to do something to the length of pipe underneath the
Okay.
basement slab?
Okay. Because that, like,